We've had referrals for children with mental health, anxiety, hopelessness, feeling that they haven't got a future, being worried that they're going to carry the pandemic back into the home if they go back to school. So lots of real issues for children and young people. We have worked with families who have also suffered their own losses through the pandemic. It may have been grandparents, other relatives that have died during the pandemic. For some children they were too young to actually say goodbye, and obviously the restrictions in hospital meant that that was not a possibility. So that's been very challenging because they're still dealing with a feeling of loss but not able to actually grieve or maybe say goodbye the way that they would have wanted to say goodbye. And that's a hard thing for a child or a young person to manage anyway, but I think with the restrictions and everything that's gone around when you've lost somebody, it's been even more challenging. They've become more isolated, they haven't got the school friends that they normally would talk things through. Zoom's been great, but it's not taken the place of actually being able to confide in a friend or a companion. A lot of loss, children have lost out on a lot of experiences, a lot of enjoyment and a lot of things that normally everybody else would have. So that might be difficult to come back from. And I think that's where they will need some support from ourselves to do that. I mean, we have been supporting quite a few families who have children with SEND, that's special educational needs and disabilities. And for those children, it's been especially challenging because they've really, the children have really struggled with the complete lack of routine and structure that's normally associated with their day, going off to school, coming home. And that's massively important when you haven't got communication skills and you are just following a really strict, rigid routine because that keeps you safe. When you haven't got that routine, you feel really frustrated, and that can lead to anger and aggression, which can be extremely challenging for families at a time when they can't access other support from extended family because they can't help them out either. So we've been supporting again with some one-to-one sessions, either out in the community. We've gone out on visits out to support parents with children in the park. We've had some families who have come here for play sessions, for one-to-one sessions again, and I think that's really helped. It's given kind of like a small break and a bit of normality to children in a time when there isn't really much out there, so I think that's really been helpful.